When it comes to what's happening in Wayne County and the North Carolina area, look no further than Taylor House Publishing. If you have a story that needs to be told, please contact us via email at taylorhousepublishing@gmail.com.
All right, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another episode of Taylor House Publishing. The clip that you are about to see is footage from Jay's Place nightclub in Kinston, North Carolina. Now, Jay's Place is owned by one Mr. Lester Lipford, who you will see in the video. And this video is, once again, kind of disturbing. You will see Mr. Lipford spraying several patrons with what I've found out to be bear mace outside of the nightclub. Now, I got knowledge of this club from a young lady who was allegedly, according to her, assaulted by Mr. Lipford at another incident at this club last week. Now, this video is from September the 23rd, 2023. Someone sent me this video in response to the other video that I did, wondering about his behavior towards patrons who frequent or patronize his nightclub. But I'm going to show you the entire clip real quick, and then I'm going to go over it piece by piece, and you guys tell me what you think, because I received this once again from an anonymous person who wanted to also, I guess, corroborate the actions that you've seen from Mr. Lipford in the last video. Nevertheless, we're going to play it in its entirety.
What is it? Man, they got my sister, bro. Who that? Oh, she done hit Mace. Damn. Man, they got her sister, bro. Oh, DJ getting her ass. DJ getting her ass. Oh, she done hit Mace. Damn. She done hit Mace.
So there you see it, ladies and gentlemen. Now, to be fair to Mr. Lipford, this was a fight outside of his nightclub. There you see several individuals involved in, what we would call a melee, what they used to call in the wrestling world a Royal Rumble. There was some heavyweights walking around, throwing punches. But I don't know, once again, if it is appropriate for the owner of the club to be walking around outside of the club, spraying various persons with mace. Now, granted, they shouldn't be fighting. We first of all got to address the overall ratchetness or the ratchicity. And if that's not a word, I just made it up. The overall ratchicity of the entire situation. And once again, I will say we as black people have to be more cognizant of our behavior. Now, once again, if this does not happen, if these young ladies, and the worst part about it is young ladies out there acting a donkey, as old people used to say, if these young ladies were not out there acting that way, then of course the repercussions or the consequences do not happen. But the individual told me once again that was bear mace. Now I've never been. I guess I've been sprayed by pepper mace and regular mace by the police, but I've never been sprayed by bear mace, and I hope I never have to get sprayed by bear and mace. In that regard, I will not go to Mr. Lipford's club. Now, so, but the thing we talked about in the last video about, the situation and his, reaction towards patrons is why he felt like he can do that. Now, I received other information after doing the video, and someone told me that Mr. Lipford was or is an alleged ex-police officer. So if he's an ex-police officer, then that kind of explains this behavior of trying to regulate situations that should be left up to the police or security. I don't know that it is his place as the owner of a club to be outside of the club. Now, granted, one thing if it's inside of the club, but they are outside of the club that looks like a public street, and he's attempting to regulate the situation, spraying bear mace. Now, I also received information that he is also a bail bondsman. Once again, that explains that, I guess, entitled behavior of trying to regulate situations that police regulate. Now, if he's an ex-police officer and a bail bondsman, then that explains his behavior in the last video of going down to the magistrate office, pulling on the door, wanting to get in, because bail bondsmen, they do have a close relationship to the sheriff, magistrate, police officers, because sometimes they work in coercion together to bring suspects in, look for suspects, and things of that nature. And so this, once again, this crosses the line a little bit to me, especially the last video of interfering with police investigations. But this one, I don't know. You tell me in the comments. You tell me what this behavior seems like to you. But we're gonna go over this video piece by piece and kind of break it down. But also, I received word that Mr. Lipford is also a car lot owner and a tow truck owner. So I mean, definitely, my shout out to you, my brother. I don't know you, but once again, I know you responded to the video. If you want to talk to me personally, 919-587-7782. Seems like you are a very astute businessman. But sometimes and show was Suge Knight. So some of your behavior in these videos giving me Suge Knight vibes. But evidently this is acceptable in Kinston, North Carolina. But some people have called me and told me their own experiences. One lady, and I won't tell the story because this is her story. I'm gonna let her tell it if she chooses to. But she allegedly has a disturbing story about getting a car from him off of his lot, and she had some issues with the whole car and the transaction, and she just she talked for about 30 minutes on her experience. So if that lady wants to come on and tell her story, I will let her. But the whole the whole bondsman ex-cop thing is very evident in this video, but also, as I mentioned in the last video, I received some information about the lawyer that the young lady called, and the young lady is Miss Andrea Brody. She called the lawyer because she called a lawyer in Kinston because she wanted to file charges or file a suit against Mr. Lipford. And this lawyer, and I think his name was Nick Harvey, if I'm not mistaken, is actually a frat brother of Mr. Lipford. Now, the frat brothers, they stick together, and the Mega Psi Fry, I got some homies that's a Mega Psi Fry Q Dog. Oh, I can't do that, right? He always get mad when I do do the sign. He said I can't do the sign or wear a purple shirt with the symbol on it. I don't know. That sounds like gang mentality to me too. But nevertheless, shout out to all the Q dogs. But they said that they are frat brothers, and you know, Mr. Harvey called Mr. Lipford and you know alerted him to the fact that the young lady was going up there to take charges out against him. According to the young lady, the magistrate that was on duty at the time would not let her take the charge. But you can go back and watch that video. But let's break this video down real quick, then I'm gonna let y'all go. Let's look at it. It looks like it was caught from two different angles. The lady sent me, I guess, the the collage of the video. But check this out. Let's break this down piece by piece.
Who is it? Man, they got my sister, bro.
There you see once again two ladies going at it. Look like they got on a couple of wrestling suits, which is definitely fitting for the occasion. But they are going at it. Groups of people are around, and I think you hear once again to Mr. Lipford's credit, he's coming out of the club saying, "Move, move, move." Now, once again, this is outside of the club, which you know questions his jurisdiction, being able to spray people with mace. Now there you see him spraying everybody with that bear mace. Now you see how quickly it cleared the crowd out. Now they definitely cleared the crowd out. The baby girl in the Shaka Khan dress with no shoes on, it looked like she up out of there. One patron is down, you know, man down, as we used to say on the block. Man down, that means the police coming, but this is a man or a woman down. And she's, you know, she looks kind of, not injured, but probably floored because of that mace. And you see him going down, up and down, like he making sure he get every part of the body, like a wet mace contest. He's going in. Now, then it gets kind of once again tricky as he goes over and stands over the lady.
Who that? Oh, she done hit last. Down.
Now there you see him standing over the lady. Now I don't know if he's checking on her well-being. I can't see really good, or was he giving her another dosage of the bear mace? Now we don't know. We just have to speculate. The video gets kind of blurry there, but then you see somebody come in and whack out, bangs him on the side of the head. Now that's assault. Now that's definitely assault, clear cut. I don't know if he took charges on the lady, but he's well within his rights to take charges out. So then as you hear, somebody done hit less. And then so when she hit less, you know, he goes out, he pulls out the bear mace and whack out. Poo. He wets her down again. Now, and I guess he's well within his rights at that point. But nevertheless, that situation kind of ends, I guess, then, because that's where the video ends. Now, let's look at it from the other angle that is also in conjunction.
Man, they got my sister, bro.
Now, there you see once again the hair pulling, the wrestling match going on, and everybody kind of jumping in. And there you see Mr. Lipscomb come in with the mace. He's coming in hot. He's clearing the area. There you see once again the two ladies with their shoes off. They are, you know, I guess still trying to attack this young lady that's on the ground.
Oh, Oh, DJ getting her ass. DJ getting
And
her
see, what's
ass.
disturbing to me is, if you see in that last clip, he continues to spray the lady while she's on the ground. Now, she's not a threat. So that seems kind of malicious to me. He's spraying her while she's down. That just speaks of, malice. Malice aforethought, as they say in, police terminology. He's, spraying the lady while she's on the ground.
Oh, she done hit Mace. Damn.
And there you see the lady come again, and she comes in, and she whack-cows him, and then he continues to spray. But I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think in this matter. Mr. Lipford, of course, once again, he's a club owner, so these things happen in the midst of club activity, especially when alcohol and people with nothing to lose, I guess, are involved. So several people have reached out, like about 3 or 4 people have reached out and gave their opinion on it. Some people said that they should stop going to the club. He wouldn't be able to do that if people stop patronizing them. However, this is one of the places that a lot of people like to go. So my suggestion to Mr. Lipford is kind of screen the individuals that you invite into your club. Now, of course, we know that there's no there's no criteria for you to point out or for you to allow that's going to prevent fights in the club. We know that. However, you as the owner shouldn't be the main one who walks around. And if you see the last video, I think he literally had 2 cans of bear mace in his hands, like cocked back. And as one individual stated, when he was interfering with the police and Miss Brody when he was reaching, they said he was reaching for his bear mace. Now, as you see, that he's definitely not afraid to use that bear mace. And he offered, his excuse on a Facebook post. He said that this young lady pulled out a gun or punted a gun in the club. That's why he was so adamant about escorting her out. But of course, as one person put it out, if she did point a gun at someone in the club, then why there were no charges brought upon her. Now, in an act of pettiness, though, I do have to say this against Mr. Lipford, in a direct act of pettiness or pettitude. That's not a word, you just heard it first here. In a direct act of pettitude, Miss Brody, of course, went down and took charges on her. Then on him, but for simple assault or whatever it was. And he, in turn, went down the next day and took charges out on her for simple assault. Now, we all know this kind of cat and mouse game. When somebody takes charges out on you, you take charges out on them, go to court, charges are dismissed, right? So I thought that was real, petty. Why didn't he do that on the first night if she allegedly assaulted him? But you guys tell me what y'all think about this entire situation, both videos in its entirety. Does, Mr. Lipford have a right to be spraying people with mace outside of his club? You guys tell me, 919-587-7782, or you can send me a email, Taylor Publishing House at gmail.com. Also, if you have a story that you feel needs to be, told, please reach out to me and I'll be sure to put the information out. Peace and love, y'all. Have a blessed day. Enjoy your Saturday.